Here is my ultimate bestiary guide, the Amphibic episode. This is meant to break down, in my opinion, the best way to do the creatures inside of this category. In some cases, I might be missing out better alternatives, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. With that said, let's begin. This is a short category, but quite difficult to complete for the character title. However, a lot of these creatures can be done in one go. The best place for this is the Laguna Islands. You will need to do quest access past Mariana and into the Laguna Islands, and then during a rapid event, you can get them done with placing fire bombs. I recommend to place a mark on the spot, and then you do a lap around placing the bombs and killing the creatures. By the time you do a full lap, you place the bombs again. And since I don't want to promote downloading anything, which will be the easiest way to get my marks, I'm going for a different route of showcasing the screenshots by area, and hopefully some things can be used as reference to place your own marks. But in general, when going with the firebomb strategy during a rapid, you must always kill all the creatures nearby and then place the firebombs in the area, and then upon returning later, if the body is on top of the firebombs, then it means you got it right and that's where you will place the mark. Otherwise, the creatures spawn outside of the bomb and you will have to try again. This also has some variables, because creatures can force the next respawn to move, and that has to be taken into consideration. This is one of the best places to go during a rapid, as it can get you 80 charm points in under 1 hour and a half, with almost completion on tortoises and crabs for another 30 points. And with this being mostly done by firebombs, it can be done by pretty much any character level. However, the lower level you are, the more time it will take to move around the island. Also, for whatever reason, green frogs don't show up in the analyzer, and although there are green frogs in here, I don't know if you complete their bestiary. So I am going to share another way to complete them. For this, you will require access to Marapur, and just like before, this is done with fire bombs. Once again, showing screenshots of the bomb marks. I don't know how many you get per minute, but it goes very fast on rapid, and outside of rapid, you could do it when passing through Timira or Naga hunts. Next up is Infernal Frogs. These ones are only located in the Isle of Evil, and you need to do some questing for access. Additionally, this is the sole reason it's a hard title to achieve, because there is a very limited source of them. Even during a rapid, with a high level moving between the points, I was getting 2 kills per minute, so 120 an hour will leave this at over 8 hours to complete. The only saving grace is that you do complete other bestiary even when focusing on the frogs, but personally I advise against doing this bestiary. Next up, Filth. These are exclusively found in Porthope when the World Change of Twisted Waters is active. This is an event that can be forced, for which you must throw 1,000 bodies of creatures into the lake when it's cleared, and next Thursday it will be dirty. Additionally, for it to revert back to normal, players must fish with a rod up to 1,000 shimmer swimmers and fish ponds. These are used for achievement hunters, so it's not that common for people to clean the lake once it's dirty. If you're looking to do this charm, it's highly recommended to team up with others, and split up the task of throwing bodies in the lake before a rapid event weekend, and have it activate during it. Additionally, because there is a vast variety of creatures around the lake, you can place firebombs across and get progress on creatures like cave rats, centipedes, cobras, crocodiles, snakes, and swamp trolls. However, doing this slows down the progress of Filth. Here is the analyzer showcasing a home where I firebomb spots, and another where I only move between the Filth spots. With focusing on them, this becomes 40 minutes to an hour to complete, but something that doesn't show in the analyzer is bug frogs, which is the next creature on the list. While doing this bestiary, you can get a good amount of them, but normally this is a fast charm to do in shallow turn. Ideally, during a rapid, you simply firebomb around the edges of the temple of the bug god, and while the bombs are up, you can work on the fire starters or elves, and even the thorn fire and crystal walls, but that's something for the magical episode. Moving on, next creature is the Salamander. Best spot for this is on the cave at the south of Enor. Once there, go to the southwest cave within it, and you can simply alternate between these spots, while firebombing some spots on the floor above. This was during a rapid, but it can be done with the Benor city being boosted, or completed when you're at a low level. And lastly, the Makaras, the only hard creature in the list. These are found in the Temple of the Moon Goddess, the Naga spawn in Marapur, so you do need access for that, and additionally at least level 300 for team hunts and higher than that for solos. But because this is a good hunting spot, be it for duels, team hunts, or even some solos, I wouldn't bother doing it on a rapid. And besides that, because the spawn is dynamic, which means the creatures share respawning points, you wouldn't be able to focus simply on them. For that reason, it's better to complete while hunting, which on bad characters under level 300 was getting us around 450 an hour. So it's safe to expect 500 an hour at that level range, and potentially more if done with higher level duos or characters in general, leaving this at a 5-hour charm while also completing Naga warriors and close to finishing the archers. But if you team up with others to do this on a rapid, I will focus on the 2 pulls by the middle stairs back and forth, and thank you for watching this guide. Please share your feedback on the format. I plan on doing all of the categories within the Bestiary following this, although that will be a long project to come, so please consider subscribing if you are interested on that. And as I said at the beginning of the video, feel free to share any spots that might be better for doing these creatures. Thank you, and until the next one.